payment.
Good.
You ready to roll? Steve Mernick, Steel?
We're here.
All right. Tell us about the source.
Source is expired.
Type of deal?
Sandwich lease purchase. Sandwich lease purchase.
All right, tell us about the seller.
All right.
Motivation.
Seller's motivation. They are on the market with 2 different real estate agents for 6 months. In the last 6 months with the realtor, they had a vacant home, and it's an expensive mortgage payment. So they were bleeding on a monthly basis.
What was the purchase price?
You mean the locked-in equity? What are you asking me?
Yes.
Locked-in equity is $201,090.
Repeat that one more time.
$201,090.
Can you explain what you just asked me to everyone?
Say it again?
Explain the equity position
Okay.
versus the purchase price.
So, yep, they have $292,634 left on the mortgage. We decided on like $493,000 as like the price, and that's the difference right there. The equity is the 201, the difference between the asking and the debt, if that makes sense.
Yeah, importance when it comes to sandwich leases, you don't agree upon a purchase price, you agreed upon an equity position, so that way you have the benefit of the principal pay down.
Yep.
I've studied many other people that do lease options or sandwich leases, and there's been so many mentors that come to us and say, that was a nugget I picked up from you guys, that we lock in the equity, not a purchase price. It's a major difference. It's the ability to create equity in a deal you don't own. Very powerful. All right, awesome. What's the monthly payment?
The monthly payment on this house is $2,903.81.
You did your homework, Steve.
I did.
Love it. Okay, awesome. And what's the term?
The term is 36 months.
All right, so you go ahead and you find a buyer. What's the story behind your buyer?
All right, buyer's self-employed contractor for both Home Depot and a couple other places. He does drywall, whatever the hell it is. And this gentleman he has not been good with his taxes. Had been showing, he's been doing what typical entrepreneur does, right? They show the least amount of profit. So he is the full 24 months out from being able to get a loan.
Awesome. What'd you sell it for?
Nick, it was $549, but I wrote it as $550 for easy numbers. Get off my back.
What's the monthly payment?
$31.39 and 8 cents.
All right, what'd you collect for a non-refundable deposit?
Altogether it's $55,000, but $36,000 was put up front, and $19,000 is owed this May after tax season in 2023.
Did you calculate it based on the 55, or am I going to screw up your numbers?
No, 55.
Okay. What's your spread?
$235.27.
All right. Times the 36 months.
$8,469.72.
You've been hanging out with Abbiati, haven't you?
Yes.
Is that who you went out with last night?
I did. I was with Rick.
All right. What's the principal pay down?
All right. The principal pay down is $853.13.
Times 36 is what?
That ends up being, I'm going to tell a story after this. All right. That's $30,712.68. But there's 11 months of principal pay down added from, you got to hear this. Give me a minute, a Mernick minute. So I had been nursing this lead for 11 months. Multiple contacts, not ready, send me a contract, not ready, send me a contract. And then finally, after a year, the pain threshold built enough where they were ready. When we originally sent the first contract out, they had a locked-in equity of this same number. When I got it under contract and then I sold it, there still was that same locked-in equity number, and I had picked up 11 months of principal pay down before I even sold it. Does that make sense how I'm saying that? So there's an additional 11 months added of principal pay down, and that number is $9,384.43.
That was actually less than 1 minute.
Okay, do you want to know what that equals altogether?
Just give me the total.
All right, the total's $40,097. No cents.
And what's the total 3 paydays?
The total 3 paydays combined, the whole deal is $104,842.72 plus first month's rent of $2,903, and it's somewhere in the $107,000 and some cents.
right, we got time for like 2 questions because I don't know if you guys know, but we called Steve the Rambler.
That's
I
my
don't know why.
superhero name.
Take 1 or 2 questions. Here, it's down front. Actually, that's for you.
Where am I going?
I got it.
Oh. Okay.
The question is in this situation, you were saying that the sellers were bleeding cash because of the monthly payment. I'm assuming any payments you make to the seller come from the money that you're getting from the buyer.
Correct.
And so sometimes it can take a while because like even with Brian's deal, he said it took him 4 months before he put a buyer in there. Are the sellers usually okay with waiting for their money until all of that happens? Because even in this situation, they're already bleeding.
Yeah.
How long can they wait? Now, I'm assuming, put somebody in there quickly.
Nope.
You
It
did-
took me 95 days to put the right family in the house.
Okay.
So, and they knew up front, you're going to be responsible for your house until I go ahead and sell it. That means the payment, the upkeep, everything. They're from Arizona. They're not even in the state. So they have a house that's costing them almost $3,000 a month, and they have nobody to look on it. I live in a state that has, very cold weather in the winter, and they were so worried about the house. Pipes freezing, all that stuff. But yes, they knew up
They knew
front
to
I
wait.
would not be paying that.
Okay.
You guys caught that he got first month's rent too, right?
First month's rent.
I actually had a question during the break I want to answer. Raphael asked, why, after 10 deals, why would we stay? Why would we stay in the group?
You're
got
asking
an
me?
answer? Yeah, all
Oh,
three of us.
that's pretty easy. So, guys, deal 10, the difference in me is the patience, and I'm very fortunate. I am a partner with Zach, Chris, Nick, and family, and all of our deals get looked at with the highest level of intelligence from the people surrounding me. Why, you tell me why I wouldn't be here. Answer that question.
You never have it all figured out, plain and simple. So a lot of the deals, the early deals that I did are starting to cash out. I have my first payday 3 that closes actually next week, and I need his help with it. And I have a bunch more that are coming right after that, this is the cool part. If you just stick with it, now it's like I have 1s and 3s now. Chris always tells me this, and it never really resonates until it actually starts to happen. It's like every month you're going to have 1s and 3s coming. So that's why you stick around. You never have it all figured out. Like I don't know it all. I just know more than I did 2.5 years ago. So, and 3 years from now, I'm going to be even more knowledgeable. So that's why you stick around. You never have it all figured out.
Yeah, I agree. I it takes, the longer I go, the more I realize, hell, I don't know. And there's just questions. Things will come up that that they have resolved, they've dealt with, and I don't know why I wouldn't be either.
Yeah. Well, I'll say too, and I'll wrap up this part here. One of the biggest mistakes that I made, which maybe some of you are doing it now, have done it, is after I did 1 or 2 deals, I was like, all right, I need to access my independence, and I need to show up to Chris with deals that he knows nothing about that I constructed that are awesome. Chris isn't impressed by bad deals, guys. So you got to go ahead and leverage the people around you at all times. There's nothing impressive about getting just a take-in without having a real plan of how to help people. Because the ones that I structured myself that I wasn't ready to structure, it didn't help them. They either expired, it just didn't work out. So you start to get an idea of why it is that we're doing what we're doing. And if you're leveraging these people that are in this room, you're impacting a lot more than just yourself. You're impacting the families you put in homes and the families that are in need of some kind of alternate solution that they have no idea what to do because no one can figure that out yet.